Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go from Indianapolis. And he'll get this up. Good way to start the game for the special teams. The offense has a long field on drive one. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Daniels starts with a pass. Oh, they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, 1 play in, 1 sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
So to come to the line, 2nd down, they need 14 yards. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's swung out to Krosky-Merritt. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. In motion is Warren. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run a draw now with Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Sonny Styles. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Shotgun now for Jones. Over the middle, he's got Warren. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. Besides the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. On play action, it's Jones. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Jones to throw on second down. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to be third down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's complete to Burks. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Jones gonna hang on to it here. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
At the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
More to come. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 0-0 is the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it. Second down and 2. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts.
Now, you look at Jonathan Taylor, maybe not the biggest guy, right? Doesn't have that kind of Derrick Henry-type size to him, but, man, you get down here close. I'm not sure there's a better back in football near the goal line, having the ability to convert and come away with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. No chance at all. He'll go down. The UCLA man, the former first-rounder, Latu, in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Jalen Lane. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Digs on the reception. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. They'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Oh, the ball's out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Krosky Merritt to run again. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. This is caught to the goal line and in. Corey Krosky Merritt, touchdown Washington. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. The Commanders will level things out at 7 apiece.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Left side, that is caught by Warren. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
3 yards.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
In motion is Warren. Now a play fake. Jones. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That one was intended for Tyler Warren.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go right back to Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Jones. Rolling to the left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Jones now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass, it's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. The man in motion is Burks. Again, they'll throw with Jones. They'll try to set up the screen here, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Schrader's kick is good. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 11 to start the half. And a quick 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Okay, here we go. Hey, go, Cooper! Go, Cooper!
A run with the former K-State product, DJ Gidden. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
By Leo Chanel. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. That's Pierce in motion to throw. It's Jones. That'll be taken in by Gidden. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Samerstill. And the Commanders will take over possession here at the 44. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact. And really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And At this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On second down, it's Daniel. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On the give, this is Taylor. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
The man in motion is Burks. Jones to throw on 3rd and 1. The right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now Jones on the bootleg. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
3rd down and 3 coming up. Again, it's Jones. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw with Daniel. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass is incomplete. The Commanders about to send this one away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Kelly. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Pass is caught. It's one. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Jones. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a nice pickup, and then the ensuing play ends up going the complete wrong direction. So nice job there by the defense getting back on track.
And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun now for Jones. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Adafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack. So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, Daniels has a short one caught by Sinnott, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A run out of the gun, Krowski Merritt, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
And he'll have a Commanders 1st down. And he'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up the 1st down.
A big hole to the 20. And he will score. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Commanders. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jones now on first down. That one brought in by Warren. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Getting up a little slow after that hit, but he does have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Taylor. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brought down by Sonny Styles. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
A quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. New York, go, dog.
They'll go with Taylor. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they got it. That's enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible. Run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Quad Martin. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock. So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to win the game. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And the Colts are going to move out in front. So it's a win for the Colts. This one went all the way down to the wire. Late field goal